Yeah, good morning, guys. This is Abiodun, Care Officer, Project Services. So I'm gonna continue on the profile overview for LinkedIn for job search series. So we'll explore the remaining features, especially on the professional profile page, which basically I'm using my own profile as an example. But before then, we will quickly explore the things that LinkedIn has recommended as important for you to achieve the All Stars feature. We talked about the All Stars feature the first video. If you haven't seen that, I recommend that you hit on that link there. You would see the first video that we had last week. So we are gonna talk about the experience sections, the recommendation sections, and pretty much some other sections of the profile on LinkedIn that is important for a job seeker. Okay, guys, so we're going to be looking at some items that LinkedIn has recommended that we complete in order to increase your discoverability. Well, this will be for somebody who hasn't completed their profile yet and you're a job seeker. Some folks tell me it's because they are not sure how, or they're just basically hiding it. So here are some items though. Make sure you have a profile photo. We did that last week. Members with current positions are discovered up to 16 times more in recruiter searches. So make sure you have a current position. Members with more than 5 skills are 27 times more likely to be discovered in searches by recruiters. So that's also very critical because this is about us being discoverable by recruiters. So we need to complete these areas. Where it says city, I will also say ensure that you get at least a minimum of 500 people, in your city, because then I think this is really where it'll be more effective. If you don't have people within that city and all of the people you're connected with are basically back home, well, it's really gonna be tough one, for you to really show up. In addition to this feature, I think they are working on some other features that will help with discoverability. But here, look at this thing here. They call it the profile completion meter. So here it shows you the strength of your profile based on the sections that you have completed. As you can see, this person hasn't completed the sections on their profile. So they are basically suggesting that they complete it, so this kind of a tool. So by the time everything is kind of good to go, I think you would have this little thing here that says, all-star profile. As for this person, I think about 50% of their profile is completed at this time. You can actually edit what people can see online, like if that person is not really on LinkedIn, these are the things that they're gonna see. So you can, you know, decide not to show them, in that case you might not want to show your photograph, things like that. So these are all of these settings that you can really put in the back end. You could also create a bar here. Maybe you want to put your email, your website. You want to put your resume, sort of things, which might be good for somebody who is actually job searching. And then you can see all of my content regarding, my recent activity, my experience. You see everything right here, all of the things that I've actually included on LinkedIn on my profile. So here is what we also need to talk about. We need to talk about, your about section. About section it really is basically like your bio. And I like to let people know that this is not just a place where you want to just blab or write things about technical stuff only. You really need to max out this space in terms of, your real estate on LinkedIn, because it's a place where you really want to brand, yourself. You want to really show what you're into, like your skill sets, like, you know, your passion, your brand, things like you want people to know you for. And also, you want to write it in a story format. You just don't want to write things that bore people. Try to put in some storytelling format. And if possible, you want to really provide a call out here. Let them know that they should reach out to you, and you can provide your email address. Say, for example, a recruiter is actually interested in reaching out to you based on what they've read, then they can reach out via this email. But I advise you to put this little thing here just so you are not targeted by bots, that are looking for emails online, so that they can just be harvesting people's email. So you want to take care of that. And then also you can see the feature session. These are things that you're posting, your activities that you really want to use to engage first time visitors, on your profile. This is branding. This is all branding. You want to make sure that you're adding value to people who visit your website, people on your network, because really it's like a magnet. It attracts people who you are targeting. If you really brand, then it means you are adding value to some set of people who are in your target audience. For me, people that are in my target audience are the people that I provide my services to. These will be people who are looking to build a career in supply chain. These will be people who are job searching. They are foreign trained or they are skilled immigrants who are in the area of project management, supply chain. So I specifically write content that focuses on these guys. Here is your dashboard. We're gonna go into dashboard later. It's more or less like your analytics on LinkedIn. People who are looking at your posts. The people who are viewing your profile is this one, and then this is your search appearances. Basically, the results of your SEO optimization is what you're seeing right here. So the kind of content you're sharing, what you have on your profile in terms of your title and all of those things I talked about earlier, there are the things that determine this figure because basically these people are typing some letters or some things in Google, on LinkedIn, and through search engine optimization, it brings in some people from for that search result, right? And there is tendency that you show up based on the target words or keywords, which are found also on your LinkedIn profile. So you really want to make sure that the words that you have here are really things that you want to be found for when they are searching online, maybe searching on LinkedIn or even on Google. So here are the different things you're doing, basically your interaction on LinkedIn, either in terms of your posts, your likes, your comments, all this sort of stuff are showing up here. It also helps your search engine optimization result, like your visibility basically on LinkedIn, because each time all these things you update these things or you make comment here and there and that, it's sort of, especially if people are following you, it kind of generate notification, which also attracts people. And if you put tags, especially, and people are following those tags, I'm gonna show you what I call tags here. Let's look at what tags are. So here is a tag here. So there are some people that will be following these tags. Maybe they are looking for information that regards people who are job seeking, or they are even the job seeker themselves, job search and all that. So each time you make comment or this type of posts are trending, it's kind of uh, you know, generate notification on those people who've shown interest in those tags. So that's the reason why it's good to use tags, when you are into content creation on LinkedIn or on any social media for that matter. So here you can see your experience. These are my experience here. You see that I use an opportunity to actually mention this keyword. This is what it's all about. It's all serial projects, right? But you see, supply chain instructor, business process consultant, jobs, all on the same company name because I want to really max out the search engine optimization for my visibility on these keywords. Supply chain instructor, business process consultant, and then I also have some media here, kind of social proof, about my roles or things I'm doing there. It shows my instructor's role as well, which has not much. And I also let people know that you don't really have to write everything that is on your resume verbatim on this. You just want to provide maybe your key achievements, maybe kind of an overview of what your role really entails. Here's a good example here, actually. My role at the University of Manitoba as a senior purchasing consultant, and I provided some kind of an overview of my experience. So this is not really like my detailed resume or activities or things I did there. So you don't have to write your resume because I always get that questions. What are kind of things you should write on your LinkedIn experience section? You don't have to copy and paste your resume. The important things here actually are these key accomplishments which I wrote, great stuff I did there. These are my bragging points, right? I also posted here my certificate of recognition for that achievement, which is huge. That's a great social proof right there, which I always encourage foreign trained professionals to use, you know. And then these are some other, activities that have been involved, my experience, my education, my school, if you are into some professional development activities, you can put them here. They are part of your education, right? Look at that. I've done some lots of courses on PMI, and then this is licensing certifications. These are all very great for search engine optimization, honestly. And then if you're also into volunteering, there you go. Basically, it's help to also emphasize my brand as a mentor. You see all these volunteering things that I was doing here. It helps to build your profile, in that particular brand that you hope to project to, to your target audience. Also, recommendations are very huge, especially if you're foreign training. I tell you, if you haven't landed in Canada, but you're just kind of working on landing in Canada, you better get recommendations from all the people you work with, especially your colleagues and also probably your supervisors at work. It's very, very, very key, very important. If you can still get it even while you've landed, it's all good. Just make sure you get it. Here you see accomplishments, languages that you can speak, projects, courses, organizations, honor and award, you know, on and on and on. And then there are interests, well, maybe different people that you're following, then there are companies you're following, groups, and then schools, that you're following. These are all good to help with your search engine optimization. Also,